Rap the new rock and roll. We culture. Rap is the new rock and roll. We the rock stars.
It's been like that now for a minute.
It's been like that for a minute, Hedista, man. It's been like that for a minute. And we the real rock stars, and I'm the biggest of all. I made it. Black Gap. GFC.
For years I said I was a rocker. I've been a cool kid, you know, rolling and rocking. So hearing Ye spaz ain't shocking, he on topic. These niggas tryna ball, but they rockin' jockin'. The basket too tall, so tryna score ain't an option. Lupe, I see exactly what the wiki.
Boom, watch. All right, we got Kruger, BAMALAM, and Tom from Battle Rap Resume in the fucking house. Right, guys? They're amped. I'm amped. So we're gonna watch a ton of fucking UK battles today. I'm really excited. We're gonna start off with Soul versus Old English.
Yeah, I don't really remember this battle too well, so it'd be good watching it back.
No. I think this was Soul's ascension, really. I think this defined Soul. I think he had came back against Mr. 13 at Verdict earlier in the year.
Yeah.
And
I was off since he got banned.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is returning.
And then from this, you had like the most prob battle the next year and stuff like that. And
yeah, the most prob was a turning point.
Yeah,
I'd say a little bit later than this, I think he picked up real momentum.
Yeah,
I remember him doing the battle at the Scarborough event and like killing it. But who did he battle again?
Scarborough.
Was it Scarborough? It might have been Eek, yeah. I remember seeing that before.
He had like an alcohol scheme.
Was that his return?
No, that was pre-punch.
Okay, yeah.
That was pre-punch, yeah.
Oh yeah, that was before that.
Yeah. And he battled Stowaway as well. That was an early great battle from Soul. And
that's
what
really
was Soul's return battle?
Mr. 13. Which had like terrible audience. Like they really reacted.
It was like an early battle as well.
I think it was like the first or second battle. Yeah.
That was a great event though, man. The fucking Sharon.
Sharon Yunan.
Oh man, that is.
Tommy's obviously retarded cunt.
Why didn't I get that? I'll bring it for tomorrow. That's amazing battle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when he went at Villain.
Yeah.
Retarded pygmy infant. Like shit.
All in the flip as well. Like
I know that was one of the best flips of all time. I have to say, put that out there. I think that's the best flip of all time.
Yeah.
Was there any flip beating that? Would you reckon?
Marlowe's flip.
I mean, greater flip. Yeah.
The big cannon flip is always the one that's referenced a lot.
Yeah, that's a fire flip.
Masked up. Which big cannon is battling Sharon in 2 weeks.
Right. That's right.
I don't remember this clip. What battle was that from?
When he battled
OLDE.
Motor City Mayhem, was it?
Yeah, he battled OLDE in Chicago.
Oh, and it's seen that.
It's like a flip that goes on for like literally like 10 bars.
Yeah.
It just keeps doing it, and it just like builds momentum to just the masked up like Rick Hamilton, right?
I think it's Rick Hamilton.
Yeah.
Big Cannon is fucking sick.
Yeah, Big Cannon is
freestyle.
He battled DNA on RBE last year. I don't know if you saw that, and like DNA just bodied him. Like DNA just, and you think that'd be like the ultimate flip battle, but it was really disappointing. But
I'd have loved to see him in a 4-bar back-to-back battle.
That's what I was saying. That's what Sharon was saying. Actually, he's like, I wish we would just do 4 bars back.
They would kill it, man. They would kill it.
Yeah.
Pete would do really good in that shit too.
There's not enough of them battles, but obviously, like sometimes you can do it with the wrong people and it won't be that great. But with people that are the best freestylers in the world, if you put them in a 4-bar back-to-back, there's just something great about him, man. The spawn.
Saurus versus Big Cannon.
Yeah.
Why doesn't that happen? That'd be a serious battle.
But it's like you said. I think Big Cannon has like hit and miss. He's like good sometimes, and then other times it's like, whoa, that was like huge miss.
Freestyling is a bit of a gamble as well.
It's always a gamble.
Maybe it's like the old school kind of like in us that's making us like reminisce on the old freestyle days.
But like it's the best.
No, I always put Zen vs Yunan on here just because they have the OT round. Like, it was such a good battle.
Yeah, that was a good
called an OT
on
the night, and it was a great little extra round.
All right, so
OT
Soul.
And there's Zen now.
Yeah, look at him now.
And there's Frost on the left. This is way before when he started battling.
If we can have some silence and respect from the people.
Tony hosting is always great.
And this is just outside the Leeds Union, isn't it?
There's you, Bam.
I'm there.
To the bar clock too.
No hair.
And now I'm battling in Leeds against a guy they say has witty lines and punches hard on the spot. He's got metaphors and wordplay that can spar with the gods. No one has harder lines. You won't see Soul outbarred and don't flop. Except for when he had Soul outbarred from don't flop.
His projection's great.
Yeah, in this one.
Part of becoming a man is knowing you can handle shit with your fist. And if you throw a punch first, you don't go limp in the wrist. I was raised by my mum, and she said there's 2 things to learn, son. Listen to this. One, don't hit on a and twos don't hit like a bitch.
Some boys' advice.
Still dressed to punch and you throw like a nerd. Old material's old material. We went to battle before most problem first. You had to get on stage. You couldn't just let it all go. When Jeff was breaking bad, you had to defend him. Like he better call Saul.
Damn, this is hella good.
Yeah,
This is the first time I've seen Old English, and he's doing really good.
I'm pretty sure that was before Better Call Saul came out.
Yeah, no, wait.
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad was still going, yeah. Like, I mean, I don't mean it's a bad way, but I think this is Old's peak. I think everyone always talks about the Soul battle as being like his apex. Like,
Another thing I love about this battle is the close spaceness of it. Like, I love seeing them face to face.
Outside as well.
And you can both fit in the camera shot.
And watch in the back as Tony builds a joint. You just see it slowly being filled as around. And then he walks off to smoke it. He doesn't even stay around.
Perfect.
I'm not saying you can't fight because you're the skinniest of dudes, but I heard the addiction you consume restricted how you physically move. Because you've been through a mountain of rock. So crack's like a mineral to you. You probably abuse booze because you've had a depressing and harsh life. You bottled up so much anger you resort to a bottle to sleep on a dark night. One day he exploded like no more Mr. Calm Guy. I mean, who gets on stage after a battle to throw a fast right? You're such a piss head you misunderstood the concept of a bar fight. I saw you hit him in the face. Some say it's what he said about Jeff's misses on a day. But the truth is, Caustic wrote bars for you and you didn't want to pay. I mean, selling souls a blasphemous trait. But I guess you're willing to sin for your bars to be great. I'll sell you bars if you want. You know that I'm great as a writer. But it's gonna burn a hole in your pocket if you're paying for fire. My bars devour shit in an hour quick. You're not cut out for this, your album picked some college of outstanding wit mixed with golden bars like an alchemist. I'm just getting proud of it. Try something me ain't about that shit. You get back now and zip buried around the crypt. Have your name X like Malcolm did. It's a full game, they can vouch for this. I'm nice off the bat, don't need a rounders kit. Cause I'm never played out like grounded kids.
Rounders.
Rounders. Yeah, do you know Rounders?
It's the show, right?
It's kind of baseball.
It's like
kids baseball.
It's kids baseball. Softball, I guess, kind of similar, yeah.
It's just a small little bat.
And Carlos, you can tell how mad the supporters got. You said judges were biased to southern rappers and cry when anyone from the north is lost. You can hate on London rappers, ignore we're hot, but whenever we get in a ring, we never let our performance drop. You can punch a rapper in London, but now you're facing a rapper from London, and I call the shots. So stop blaming us because your hype died and prove you're not fooling off. Instead of crying like a bitch, saying that everyone from the south poor because our punches are unorthodox.
That's fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy. Takes off his beanie for that one. Damn.
Getting fucking serious, dog.
Oh, Soul is impressed, you can tell.
Clock placed over my shoulders to old safe. Bunsen burner a closed flame to burn them like propane. Heat working like speed merchants for your sternum and whole cage. But I don't need a degree in chemistry for determining soul fate. I'm back in action, you can try me. It's Old English AK, when I rap I do it quietly. Your stretch schemes look like captions on a widescreen. And you only throw punches because your punches get reactions is unlikely. You look like a faggot and a right geek. You call yourself a bookworm.
That's the one.
Oh man, he's so helpless.
Oh my god.
He gets so annoyed at himself so quickly.
This is a crazy round.
Yeah, I know, it's
He's
amazing.
so direct.
They're choking.
Yeah.
Because you sound like you're battling in a library.
Yeah, that's fine.
We were meant to battle in March, but the time wouldn't go properly. We were both busy. I went back to finding an old hobby. While he leaked his private life online, it wasn't wise, it was so sloppy. I didn't do research. You gave me the ammo to fire and blow shotties. I thought bring him to London. Show him that rhyming with old dodgy. This is before you said that I'm your clone copy. Then I hit a bam like work it out, try and step and he won't stop me. And he'll end up like a personal trainer, defining his own body.
Yeah.
But we didn't battle September in London. Because you overslept for the train, and I didn't want to do a Soul Train bar. Because you overslept.
Actually, sorry, I just remember. I think because they were supposed to battle. it wasn't at Verdict, but it was like a London event you were doing.
Yeah.
And I remember at the time, Sol tweeted, it was like 4 a.m. and he was at the train station. I don't know if I remember this.
Yeah.
And the train was just delayed or something and he had to miss it. So, you know.
What was that originally event was that supposed to go down at? Do you remember?
I can't
It was like
remember.
after Verdict, but before this. It was like in the summer of 2013.
It would have been a Set the Standard.
Set the
Gem.
Standard.
Probably
Like,
standing,
like,
yeah.
Also, I'm not like not enjoying this battle. I'm just freezing cold at that point, and it's a point in time when I didn't have much skin on my bones as well. So like I was a lot colder, and I didn't have the hair to protect me. But I just noticed how grumpy I've looked throughout all of this. But I'm genuinely enjoying watching it now. So.
And I didn't want to do a Soul Train bar, but you missed the last departure for our battle. So I thought Soul Train bars, you can't be smack rappers down to a T, that's how Soul Train's bars. Or you just watch a bunch of black people, that's a Soul Train bar.
Has Soul ever been accused though of like being a URL copy? That's like the first thing.
It's called Low Pesci copy. Then.
Word.
Word.
Yeah.
Interesting. That was a hard end of that.
3 years today, your mate died in his sleep. A sleep something that I've lacked since then. And you recently put down
Go back to Tony's face. The news just hit him like, okay, we're going here.
What was the bar that made us?
He said like 3 years since my friend died in his sleep, and Tony's like, this is a lot of personal information to reveal.
3 years today, your mate died in his sleep. A sleep something that I've lacked since then. And you recently
He's also realizing that like he didn't think that was possible for young people.
No.
Like, damn, you could just die in your
But
sleep.
Tony's reaction though, like Soul Real Deal, you know that face he pulls, like that's became a gif in culture. Like.
Do you understand life has a tragic end? Which reminds me of Caustic, and you displaying your passive strength, because you said he was out of order. But here's something we need to establish then. You say you and Jeff were loyal homies, and how you're jumping to his damn defense. But we already know what you did to your dog, and that's a man's best friend.
I forgot this battle has the whole dog angle.
It's pretty harsh. Everyone dissing Soul and
Archaic does a whole round on his dog. Yeah,
that was super mean.
Yeah,
it was really mean.
He
did have some good bars on it.
No, he did. Yeah.
Right.
And like all dogs go to heaven. I can't remember what he said, but he said something
He
like
said
that.
something about the wind blows through the back room.
Yeah.
Rover, is that you?
Oh my god.
Archaic's great at this.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Fire first
And
round.
Psychosis rocking the Vice City shirt as well.
Yeah,
which is
shit.
cool to see.
Yeah, that was a solid first round.
Yeah, it was.
Ready, yeah? Hey, yo. Once upon a time, a long time ago, battle rap was fun.
Scotty. Fuck yeah.
And he's saying that in 2013, which I thought was a fun time.
It didn't even get that difficult. Just wait, Soul. Just wait.
Then this weird looking white dude, some fucked up voice, comes along, fucks up the whole business. He's got no charisma, no presence, shit delivery, but he said fuck it, stuck with his dope lyrics. But enough about me. Let's talk about Old English. Yo, what's up, Diet Soul? You should be quite the study. You're half as good, twice as fat, and 3 times as ugly. When I think of old, being mean, lyrics cold, beastly schemes, sick with flow. Speech is weak, different flow. He is me, mimic soul. We can see from shitty roll. He is me, I coach this pen game. Feel like Vinnie Jones and Mean Machine. Yeah. But Old English, you want this. So Soul gonna play him out Old English with Deuce Wallace. Soul just display him. Old English, you lost this. Before that you came in. Old English, New Scottish, it's been over since Hastings. Yeah, cause you either drop punchlines or repetitive schemes on relevant themes. I take it in new directions, so now I'll never be beat. That's why it ain't hard 2-dimensioning me, cause I got more than just 2-dimensioning me. He said he's whack, bro. I said I ain't feeling him. They said he's gassed up. I said on helium. And that voice you are, and that voice you've got, that's what I imagine it would sound like if bath toys could talk.
That's great. That's
The ultimate Old English voice line.
Yeah, that was fire, man.
Yeah. That voice you got.
Yeah.
Bath toys could talk.
If I seen you on the street, I'd maybe think you were a bit tough. Here's the thing, bro. You open your mouth, it's like the gig's up. That's why when you make music, every tune's on some whack shit. I used to love UK hip-hop, but men like you have just trashed it. Cause for every dude with some talent, there's 10 of you and it's tragic. You turn my favourite fucking genre to a refuge to be abandoned for those who want to be musicians without any musical talent.
True shit.
Yeah.
You turn my favourite fucking genre to a refuge to be abandoned for those who want to be musicians without any musical talent. I don't care if you're a sick writer, you're a shit rapper. Now this
He said that with conviction.
He believes that.
But nah, that's why I don't do songs, that's the truth. They like he's a great writer. That's why he's hot in the booth. It's a rap record, not a fucking audio book, right? But yo, you stepping into me. This Jed's vicinity, pen and wizardry, the legend lives in me. The fact you get to spit with me, serendipity.
That scheme. That's nice.
Crazy. Serendipity.
What does serendipity mean?
Serendipity is kind of like good fortune by chance, like coincidence.
Serendipity.
It's super
That's a fun
interesting.
word to say.
Yeah.
Because you definitely see like the vintage soul popping out, and then him like kind of like wiping the rust off a little bit, like the old soul kind of like going away a little bit.
Yeah.
He kind of has lines that like fall super flat.
Yeah,
You know, it's kind of weird.
Still
to see.
figuring it out.
I mean, there's not many people there, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
A great writer. That's why he's hot in the booth. It's a rap record, not a fucking audio book, right? But yo, you step into me. This Jed's vicinity, pen and wizardry, the legend lives in me. The fact you get to spit with me, serendipity.
Phenomenal.
Or will never be someone we question lyrically, but when it's war, you don't send a poet, you send the infantry. I should call him Joss Stone, cause he's just soul, if there was any bitch in me, but I call him Tom Jones, cause the voice is hurting his credibility.
Do you get that?
The voice.
Yeah, so Tom Jones is like this legendary Welsh voice of the valleys, kind of like a Rod Stewart type figure.
You know Tom Jones, right?
Yeah,
You know
no.
Tom Jones?
It's not a
Colton always dances along to his songs and shit. And
Sex bomb,
so he's a
sex
singer.
bomb.
Yeah.
Sex
Sex
bomb.
So he's like, he's like a.
he's a legendary.
Yeah, he like rubbed shoulders with the Beatles and stuff. Like he's one of those sort of guys, and he was on The Voice. So
Okay.
He's a judge.
The Voice is hurting his credibility.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really nice.
That
part.
makes sense.
Yeah.
And where we from Joss Stone, Tom Jones.
And Kojay had that fire voice bar as well. Let it
was this
sing
one?
when his back's turned.
Yeah.
Get you beat.
Crazy.
Pathetic, weak
Such
energy.
a
You look
Kojay
like a
record.
mixture.
Yeah.
Chester P and LNC.
Chester P as well get mentioned.
Well, your pen is deep, but you've got a weird voice and can't mend your jeans. So Old English isn't bad. And that's the best that he will ever be. Let's go.
Damn.
Yeah, he's at this very awkward point of his transforming.
Yeah.
And the thing that I said about Soul always is like, all he had to learn was to get the crowd on his side, you know? He's always, technically he's always there most of the time and stuff, like, but now he knows how to deliver everything perfectly. Like,
How would you
that's
guys
how-
call that round?
I'll give it to Old.
Me too.
personally.
Me
Like,
too. Yeah.
Probably old.
That's why I was kind of surprised. I was like,
I enjoyed Soul's material more, but yeah, old bodied him a bit.
Yeah. You have
But
to be
Old
more
came
hard
out
hitters.
swinging, man.
yeah. And you can also see like sort of like unconfidence in some of Soul's delivery too, like
Yeah.
where he's like delivering it, but not like. But then when he went into that scheme of serendipity, it was almost like he's like in that groove of being like hella confident and just like the soul we love. But there's other lines where it's like he's not delivering them the same way, and it sounds like Tetris hoodie soul.
Yeah. Space Invaders.
Like, I'm gonna beat him on personality as opposed to bars. Like, that's what he tried to go for.
Get first on stage, I knew it was deja vu with a predominant line. I heard that
Watch
next
out.
bar on the Joe Budden song and it was hot at the time. And then you said it, and I wondered how often you write. I knew something was fishy when I caught on to your bite. Then you're talking about shooting hammers. One punch and all of a sudden you're hard. You went from strumming guitars and cutting your arms to say you dump and you spark. It sounds like a Western movie. You've always got a gun in your bars.
Yes.
Then you said back Then you said back in the day when you was a kid you had a razor to your wrist. The emo shit in all I got, son, but you said you used to self-harm. So I guess the last seems tying to a long one, considering you used to cut your arms like a sawn-off shotgun. I don't mean to cut deep. You should have listened to directions from Rowan if you want to bleed. Cause he said it's up the road and across, he said it's up the road and not across the street. Fuck your comic books and your collection of stamps too, bro. The scene was better no band like Chad Hugo. You ain't Jack the Ripper, you're an average spitter, you're nothing but a pest. Some Scottish dweeb in the gothic scene. seen. All them scars on your arms and you ain't succumbing to your death. I suggest you slit your throat if you want to be a cut above the rest. You know how you can tell he's a fiend? Crack has started to turn his teeth black. And he gets caused it with a sweet jab. Amphetamines your medicine, if you don't get it, then you relapse. You don't punch like a boxer, but your hands are always on a speed bag.
That's all fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's
really
actually fun.
crazy.
Yeah, that's really clever. Yeah.
On a speed bag.
Yeah, soul note. Yeah.
Are you sure it's the drugs you need? Looking like Swain Ferrelli the way he upped his speed. I saw him on the road. I was like, yo, so, what you doing, fam? He said I'm about to pick up a fucking bigger rock than Superman. Once a year. How do you expect your love to grow yet? Fuck it. At least she sucks dick, she's got a dope neck. Cause her dome's on point like a cone head.
SNL shit.
Stop talking about her anatomy, cause Soul might get mad as he casually throws a jab at me. Let's keep this between me and you. Soul has a business selling ice cream. And he's based out his garage like the grime scene. I mean, it's true, you do look like some sort of ice fiend. You go to bed craving meth. Every night seems like a pipe dream. They say Soul has great bars. Here's one for the picture. You ain't an underdog, you're just the runt of the litter. How can anyone believe he beefs and gets fights when he starts his battles flicking his hair with a Bieber head swipe? And he has actually done that a few times.
I know.
Earlier in the
Flicking the hair.
Damn, calling him out.
Your lifeless in all your battles, no wonder you don't win them. Someone call the fashion police, cause that has an infringement.
Hey.
Your heart
That's such a bad joke.
The dad joke.
Yeah. Like, you should have just said it. You didn't need to.
The jazz hands.
That's what made it like kind of cringeworthy. But it was a cool one.
You're half the cast of Adam's Family. Don't say it doesn't fit. Your skin tone's more tissue and Wednesday from all the drugs you hit. You got the facial features of Lurch, you're an ugly shit. With so much fucking hair, you even look like Cousin Ed. I mean, I always wanted
Talk about Adam's Family shit.
That's amazing.
But you know, like Psychosis is down with those bars.
Anything movie related. With.
With so much fucking hair, you even look like Cousin Ed. When you get your hair clipped, instead of walking around the fence with a fucking hair clip. You got no sense of fashion, you got censored fashion.
That's hard.
Oh.
That's quite on point.
I won't ask how much your garms must be worth. He thinks getting free for £10 Armani t-shirts is what they call market research. I heard he's been dope since day. He spits ether and fumes. I watched some of your old battles and it seems to be true. I saw something that was unbelievable too. You battled a guy called WD who was less weedy than you.
that was his tryout.
Yeah.
Scottish rap. What is that? Soul's got a bigger reputation, but I don't need a name. Cause if I win, I skipped enough levels to defeat the game. If you win, you'll just be the same. You're a hermaphrodite, cause you're fucked either way. You look like you was found on Swedish roads, had a falcon at your nose, and you're about to decompose.
Found on Swedish roads.
You're right.
I understand the distinction.
I don't know. Maybe the roads are like exceptionally bad or something.
Keep trying to impress organic and lush one. I know a lot of dudes on the
Sweden
truck
have
run that shop
falcons?
food like a spot.
I don't think they're indigenous.
The Swedish found.
I need to see what bar made that face because I missed that.
Yeah, me too. That was hella grind time-ish too, like Swedish roads.
Yeah.
Eat your nose.
With pizza dough.
I know a lot of dudes on the truck run that shop food like a spud gun.
Yeah, that's
Shot food like a spud gun.
food like a spud gun. It's crazy.
Did you have the spud gun in America? Alright. So they're like these little toy guns you can get. You put them into a potato
Oh,
when you pull
shoot
it back,
potato.
it takes that little bit of the potato and you shoot.
So what is
But
that?
shot
So
food.
shot food.
So food is
okay.
drugs. So and
Okay.
you shot food. Send
That's
drugs.
tight. That's hella dope. Lush one, Spud gun. Let's go.
Aye, get the studs out.
Yes,
You remind me of that Oscar Pistorius dude. Before he blasted his horn. You remind me of Oscar Pistorius before he blasted his horn. Because you don't have a leg to stand on unless you're on tracks for the sport. I guess this is Blade Runner versus Blade Runner. But not the one who had
there's
the cops
youth as
sticking
well.
shrapnel from doors. The one who couldn't Red Lee Scott on the camera, of course, but still guns down his clones like Harrison Ford. Listen, I picture English as an army of force, a soldier, marching to war with the Saracen hordes. At the same time, he is primitive as the Arabs before and as advanced as a commander with a tactical corps. I'm saying, you could play any different part in a war. The lone sniper, the drone striker, the archers of yore, the knight in shining armor adorned, charging the fort, or the foot soldier with bruised shoulders from barring the door. Because they all share one thing before their carcass is torched. And Old English shares it with them. Not their heart or remorse, the basic training that saved their bacon when they're marching to war. Because every time in his career he's been lost, he followed the star of the north. Let's go. I got blood raps. Yeah, I got
maybe the
blood
most
raps.
soul
You
scheme
just have
ever.
guts to get higher. Since you ain't got the guts to go higher, then I'll gut in for hire. Got this whole crowd buzzing on fire. You won't go down a storm draining them like guns in the wire. Listen, I gave him his whole style to run with, and he thinks he's set to do me. And he thinks he's set to do me.
This is his
He
whole
needs
wire
Idris-
scheme.
You need Stringer Bell to shoot me like an Idris Elba movie. You need to be sitting at home worrying, thinking Jet should sue me because if these kids respecting Juki, then I'm Mr. Presbeluski. Listen,
Do you watch The Wire?
I'm Mr. Presbeluski.
I watched it.
Yeah, so kids respecting Juki like Presbeluski's, that's season 4. Juki's the kid who lives with crackhead parents and Presbeluski's the teacher who takes care of him. I mean, Wire gets referenced a lot. Soul is like the Wire goat.
Yeah.
He actually kind of had a face-off with Lopesci, I guess.
I remember,
the next
yeah.
event, actually, set the standard 10.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah,
That's after,
they had like a Wire bar
yeah,
face-off.
I remember that. Yeah.
But yeah, Soul's kind of known for his Wire bars.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's like the best television show ever, right?
I personally prefer Sopranos.
Same.
Same,
See, I'm in
same.
that
Well,
bracket.
shit!
I love The Wire.
Fuck your wire bars.
I love Sopranos. Yeah.
I've just rewatched Sopranos recently. I've just finished it, and now finished out. I'm trying to find something else. So I'm starting to rewatch The Wire, but it's not like
It's not as good.
taken
It's
a
like
while for me to get
the
into it.
Sopranos bar king is Ogmios. He has
Yeah.
against
Yeah.
Matter. He's talking about 5th birthday.
Yeah.
And it's like we all know that Tony kills Chris, which is just like crazy. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, there's
I need to rewatch that
fuck
one.
tons of Wire bars in this round.
They're
Like,
doing a prequel for it.
and James Gandolfini's son is playing
Yes, yeah.
him as a kid. Yeah,
Sopranos
Monster
movie,
amazing.
but it's about obviously the parents in the 70s.
the
or
Saints
whatever.
of Newark. The
Yeah,
many
yeah,
Saints of
yeah.
Newark. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Fuck yo, and I'm Mr. Presbeluski. Because every battle you take, you don't approach it like you got a fake as fuck opponent. Like this, someone who say they're tough but know that they ain't brave enough, just boast it. Like there's some wannabe smack rapper. And R wants to make someone expose it, so they gave this one to O to show the made up guns they're holding. You did that against Cracker, Agent Joe, but they ain't claimed to fucking tote it. And even if they did, who are you to say they're fucking bogus? So I respect those bars on the day this cunt's controlling any place where drugs are sold in like he's Major Bunny Colvin.
Season 3, Amsterdam.
Yeah.
The main arc in season 3 is basically this commander who's leaving the police, getting his pension, has seen that 20 years of bang and bust has led to nothing, locking people up.
Yeah.
So they create an area in Baltimore where you can sell drugs legally, and they push all the dealers there. So that's what Soul's referencing.
What's the best season of The Wire?
I would say 4 or 2, but I would say the school was...
I think 2.
I love
I thought
2.
that was one of the weaker seasons.
It's one of the more denser seasons. It was the
What's
most...
2?
2's in the docks,
Oh,
the working
that was
class.
boring.
No.
Fuck that guy in his
Fire.
duck.
I haven't watched it.
No,
Nah, I'm so glad they killed his duck. man. Fuck his duck.
They're all good. I mean, 5 is great. A lot of people don't like 5 because of the serial killer plot, but I quite like 5.
What's the best version of the theme you like?
I like the Tom Waits version
That's the
from
original.
number 2.
Is the original.
Yeah.
I like the funky one as
I
well.
like the gospel one from 4, the gospel
Yeah.
choir one, but yeah.
When you walk through the garden.
Yeah, yo, we both begun 0-1 and had some nice lyrics. That's where the similarities end. You don't share half of my image. Your desk graphic, just looking like a samurai did it. So graphic, they won't know if samurai did it.
Crazy.
Sam Graphic.
Yeah.
That's like a proper in-joke.
Yeah.
He's steady Eddie, always good, but never going out flaming. When I'm bad, I'm bad. But when I'm done with outrageous bars, hot bar dog. It goes without saying.
What's Bardock?
That's what I was just trying to work out.
Is that like
goes without saying.
the dog that's in a pub that'll go to anyone?
Oh, a bar dog.
I guess that's what
Goes
it is.
without saying.
Dog.
Like yeah,
Dog in the bar.
yeah, like it'll go to
Okay.
anyone. But you have to say it.
Yeah.
I don't
okay.
really get it though.
Yeah.
That's my interpretation.
I think that's
of
it, yeah.
But yeah,
As I thought about that phrase
Well,
before,
Oscar.
goes without saying.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of something for that.
That round? Yes,
So I was in goes without saying.
I'm
like
still
an
leaning to
Alsatian.
old.
Yeah.
So for like the, like,
yeah, maybe old.
too.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah.
I feel like a modern soul would deconstruct old better than he's doing now. He would put it into more succinct ways. There was a lot to
A lot of
take in
I've watched
there.
The Wire.
Like, yeah, a lot of
There's a lot
that
of, like, what
in
they-
there.
you know,
Whereas
yeah.
old's kind of like you just get it every time and stuff. And unfortunately for Soul here, he's just made a joke about a dog. And I'm pretty sure ending around like that, where you're about to get told about your dead dog, leaves you set up for failure. So we're gonna see how it goes into the third round.
But I think this is Old English proper, like
It's him in his bag for
Yeah,
once.
exactly,
Like
yeah.
he's
He
really
really-
like.
Yeah.
came out swinging.
Because they both battled at the next event to set this down in 10. He battled Lopeshi and Old battled him.
Yeah.
It was like a very forgettable battle.
Yeah. That book round.
Yeah.
Oh God, why didn't we watch
Legendary
that?
book round.
And then like Old would battle.
I need to see that again.
I've got to watch it. When I go home, we'll put it on the phone in a bit. Oh my God.
I don't really remember what it was, but it was so elaborate.
It's like it starts off like I went into the library the other day
and I found a book called Old English.
Yes, it is.
It was like a whole metaphorical round, and like no bars hit. It was a long story.
It's like dumbfounded thesaurus round, but just nowhere near as
And then like
good.
Old battled Shocks, and that was like when Shocks was leveling up, and like Old like has to take his coat off because Shocks is making him sweat so much. Shocks is like in his grill and shit.
When did Old battle Shock?
It was like a Christmas party event.
Oh,
or something like
shit,
that.
yeah.
It was like one of the only real battles
Yeah,
they did.
I remember,
So I mean, this Old at his best. He's maybe
And
2-0.
it's tough as well because like when it came to like matching up Old, he's a very he's great. Like his bars are always amazing, but he'd never hit this type of performance every single time. So you couldn't put him up against a lot of international people with the same caliber and stuff. Like because he's standing perfectly, he's beating Soul currently.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But it's just very unfair to him that he kind of got like put into that quote unquote bars section where. Yeah,
I think Old's funny, man. He's got
but he's great.
I think he's really good at like sarcastic bars as well. Like, he's got a real good humour.
Yeah,
Definitely.
for real. I guess his performance is the only thing that it's like you see the piercing in the armor, like he stutters a little bit. Kind of chokes, but doesn't really, you know.
Yeah, he was in Premier Battles last season, and he wasn't great, to be honest.
Really?
He battled Matter. I can't remember who else he battled. He battled someone else as well. But yeah, just this is his premium performance, really.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's up to.
He's crazy in this. He's crazy in this.
You might think Old's immature, but you spent around the most of girls to this round. I'm dissing yours. And you know what? I found the sickest of rhymes.
He battled most Pro before this. Yeah, of course he did. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so that was a real good battle.
Yeah. So
that was
Summer Standard.
Yeah, that was the start. Yeah, the Scott making progressive movements. That was that whole scene.
And also just seeming so humanised in that battle, like just enjoying all of most Prob's material so much as well.
The atmosphere of that event was just great.
Oh, that Summer Standard, that was crazy. Yeah.
Around the most of girls to this round. I'm dissing yours. And you know what? I found the sickest of rhymes.
Let's hear it.
So met his missus online. Having an online relationship's cool. You don't have to take her for a large meal that's char grilled. The only thing she asks still is that you buy her tokens for Farmville.
That's what we were saying before about Farmville bars. Yeah.
But isn't it funny? It's kind of like hella sign of the times. Like you met your girlfriend online is like that's how everybody gets women nowadays. You know?
There's no stigma.
Yeah.
There kind of wasn't a stigma then.
Yeah.
Like there was maybe 10 years before.
Dog, I remember I got on Match.com when it first fucking came out hella long ago, like almost 10 years ago, and I remember my friends roasting me for it.
Yeah.
Think about that now.
I know.
They'll roast you if you meet her in real life.
I know, like, you met them at a bar? What?
Yeah, what?
That's weird.
You bought a drink?
Yeah, totally, weirdo.
Your life is Skype in the web. What you know about big tits and fit thighs to caress when your life of a sket consists of a web.
Let's go.
What do you know?
Yeah, what do you know about big tits? Damn, Old English is a tit man.
Your life is Skype in the web. What you know about big tits and fit thighs to caress when your nights with a sket consists of a webcam and a chick that's the type to get wet. He's an online pimp. He ain't with his wifey for sex. address.
Amazing.
But I'm not gonna mention her name, not because I respect you and you're a sound kid. But the truth is, I don't know how to fucking pronounce it.
Someone's girlfriend comes with a lot.
If you two are serious, I'd ignore the lies and the rumors. When they first met, they said they lived happy and spent their whole life on computers. He kept giving her signals from wireless routers.
That's funny.
That is funny. That is funny.
Sliders, it's not working, she'll forget you. She'll rip your heart out of your chest like surgeons with utensils. The first day in chat room, she said she was a virgin when she met you. She lied. What she really meant was the internet server she connects to was virgin when she met you.
He's having a field day right now. Like
He's running with that angle.
yeah,
he's
really
doing it
well.
good, too.
Yeah.
And that's not even the most awkward of things. Him and his girl perform RPG sex to Lord of the Rings. I didn't want to go into your relationship, but you don't use the internet to date a chick. Nowadays, guys will get a girl's number for them to dial up. So I had to unplug his phone and connect his computer to dial up. But meeting a chick in a chat room is a great thing, fam. Because you can make up a username and create your own wingman.
He's thought about it.
I mean, think about it. Think about it. If there was no net in the world, you wouldn't have met with your girl. If the internet never existed, you wouldn't get any bitches out of a means to connect with your missus. It's ironic your bird is from Canada, because occasionally she gives face and a beak and migrates overseas to UK once a year like Canadian geese. Your contacts over the internet. I'm guessing that you speak gloss. I bet every time she gets naked on cam, you take a screenshot.
So much.
No,
You definitely did.
guilty as charged.
I won't deny
That was
she's
that
hot, but still, man.
Jeff poker
You know, your
face
sex
there.
life is
Damn, like the worst decision of all time, dude.
Who was the first to bring out that angle?
I don't know. The one I remember most is C major. It's like Shabnam Azad.
Oh,
You don't
yeah.
know a name as bad as that. Like, yeah, he does that. Sort of
That
stuff.
was way after this.
That was like a year after, yeah, maybe more.
I won't deny she's
Yeah,
hot,
2
but
years,
still,
2015,
mate.
yeah.
You know your sex life to Steve Jobs and Bill Gates. Last year he told me he had a battle in Toronto. He said he's gonna battle an amateur. He told me it's in front of Drake and Organic is backing you. He said it's against Wise Guy. I said you can get someone better, he's lacking in caliber. What about your girlfriend? Ain't she an international from Canada? I heard they wouldn't let her in Glasgow Airport. She should have flown to London. He was on Twitter bitching in an instance about not knowing nothing. She's in a room getting interrogated with no discussion. At the other end of the airport, Soul is cussing. Cause she came with custom clothes but couldn't get her clothes through customs. The chick was stuck at the airport with no word from you. It's like something out of a movie. She's Tom Hanks in Terminal. I mean, she fucks guys back home when she's a hoe. I should have told you when she landed. She's like Mickey Worthless's ex. She's already been branded. And you might be the whole thing that caught to the
Because
scene
Sophie
front.
Cody slept with Russell Brand.
Oh, right.
Brandon.
Oh, she did she? Oh, right. Oh, well, of
It was in
course.
the newspapers.
Oh, who hasn't, guys? Am I right? Russell.
She only likes you because she's a battle fan. She ain't a fan of your battle. She thinks he sucks. Her favourite battle is Tony. So she's always on D's nuts. And your chick living over 4,000 miles means you're a nerd, lame, and a true fool. You must have to
True fool. A true fool.
True fool.
You're a nerd, lame, and a true fool.
Sir?
Good day.
miles means you're a nerd, lame, and a true fool. You must have the worst case of blue balls looking like a Smurf raped a poodle. All jokes aside, I'm proud you stay loyal. None of you can hate on this man's devotion. There's nothing comes in between him and his goal. Except the Atlantic Ocean.
I didn't go in the door. I seem to remember him being like, fuck you, man. Or is that a different battle?
That might be Arc.
Okay.
That might be Arcade.
I think that was a good round. But what's your opinion on people that do the same topic for the whole round? Because I actually think it's dope. Like, I think when you roast someone, you can do a whole round and you just pick the same topic and just keep going.
If it's
But other
good
people
enough,
are
you
like,
can keep going.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Some people have different opinions. They're like, oh,
I think it was
you didn't-
consistent enough.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Big punch at the end.
Yeah.
Because especially now as well, I'm a bigger fan of like conceptual rounds, like stuff that Pat Say and Shuffler are going to do is much more appealing. Because to me, that's almost like the evolution of what battling is. You've been given the chance to write in advance, yeah? Why do I want to hear for the past 10 years the same 4 bar, 8 bar, 16 skim build-ups kind of thing, you know? Take us somewhere. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I think conceptual runs are great. When they're done well, they're done, like, I think they stand out like any... Unless it's not about a library.
Yeah, exactly.
Sick battle though.
Yeah,
Sick battle. One of the best 5th birthday battles.
Yo, 2 seconds. Fuck. Okay, just give me a minute. You got it. Yeah, I know. Yo, without your fitted cap, you look like a...
How avoidable could have that been? Just don't say anything.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna be like, he's joking.
Yeah,
it's like, I haven't even started yet. But when he's like, give me a minute, give me a minute, hold on.
Chav.
He took his hoodie off as well because he wasn't confident.
So British. Like you own at least one waterproof Kappa tracksuit and you vote Griffin. That's something you better flip. Oh, I bet the EDLO English. Wait, flip old EDLO English? No, wait, now that was so shit. That's what he does. I mean, yeah, it's a dope lyric, but I mean, he rates Carlos as bro's villain. If it ain't applicable, I won't spit it. If it ain't applicable, he forces it. Fast start, slow finish, because it gets old English. Your words look good on paper, but are not relevant. Old English. But if you want old English, I'm something you never met before in Western lore. The pen or sword, the peasant horde, set to swarm the zenith door with metaphors. Reveal what's in your head and core, kind of like the raven screeching never more above Edgar's door.
Let's go.
Let's
go.
Super soul.
Reveal what's in your head and core, kind of
Peak
like
soul right here.
raven
Like.
screeching never more above Edgar's door. Yeah, but my knives aren't for murder, and my knives are... and my knives aren't for murder. I ain't getting no 9 saws or burners. I ain't on road to try shot, White Rock or Sherbet. So when he says, how can you claim to be hot? Just roll your... So when he says, how can you claim to be hot? Just roll your eyes on this nerd, because my thoughts are off the wall like a Night's Watch deserter. Yeah, that Game of Thrones shit. Plotting hard where the monarchs are, don't watch it start dragging back from Ostegard to Sovngarde. He tried live life as a lapdog, ain't got the heart. I'd rather die a wolf like Robert Stark's bodyguard. Onyx bars, tails on my knuckles, sonic bars, make him back the fuck up, shut him down. Onyx bars, still rapping caustic bars. What a star, that's my weakest punch yet, and it got me barred. You just got bodied by what my strongest star.
Come on.
Nice little build up there. I like the
You
way
just got bodied by what my strongest are. We are not on par. That's why they compare us like I'm your evolution, but I'm more than just puns. I can rap my flow extra fluid. The back row I project into it, the front row I'm connected to it. That means I'll double your double meanings, cause I got quotes that they remember lucid. Like I'm that Scott making progressive movements, like when Murray did what Henry did.
Love that.
What was that reference to? Is it Barry did his most from?
Yeah, the Scott, Scott making progressive movements.
So that was his last.
Yeah, that was about like Murray winning Wimbledon over Henman. Yeah.
Henry did it. I'm that Scott making progressive movements, like when Murray did what Henry could in the pen game Death Note. You want Jet to prove it? Someone quote me one old English bar. You get it, stupid, you're spear.
And the thing is, if you had to quote an old English bar, it would be from this battle.
Yeah,
like I can't really think of anything else he said. Like
one old English bar. You get it, stupid, you're spear. Yo. Someone quote me one old English bar. You get it, stupid, your sphere of influence is static like Nikolai Tesla's blueprints. Jay-Z, I reject the blueprints because I read the blueprints. They correct me to my soul. I blew the reference through the text. It's too expensive, dude, you get it? It's the same scheme. If you reverse it, because I do what you do, then I do reverse it. You're too dependent on those 2 dimensions and rudiments to this dude's flow and clue. So the new detective, if I do inspect it.
So
Holy shit! I was like, Jesus. Fuck!
Right.
All that shit was nuts. Even
wonderful.
Even somehow making a Tesla bar original and dope.
Yeah.
Like because it's like Tesla bars are kind of like
already played out,
fucking kind of lame, but that was hella dope.
Yeah.
Influence is static like Nikolai Tesla's blueprints. Mainstream Jay-Z, I reject the blueprints because I read the blueprints. They correct me to my soul. I blew the reference through the text. It's too expensive, dude, you get it? It's the same scheme. If you reverse it, because I do what you do, then I do reverse it. You're too dependent on those 2 dimensions and rudiments to this dude's flow and clue. So the new detective, if I do inspect it, it's too symmetric, too rigid, no room to bend it. Do your best to choose your method. Kind of like the how high movie credits give you incentive to do your best and spin this bitch quick as Jim Kazuya's end and move from tech.
that is really crazy.
Yeah.
All that
That's
shit was
exceptional.
fucking
Exceptional.
insane.
Yeah.
That's like kind of the best I've like heard him rap ever. You know?
Yeah.
Like, that was very impressive. He got all that off and didn't stutter. That was nuts.
Yeah.
He's flexing right now.
Yeah.
Those bars. Yo, and those bars not on the main stage. Aye. Yo, I don't need the high exposure, but you lot need some writers doper than these sneaky rhyming jokers. You giving pit bulls to puppies with a beast inside enclosures, but this shit ain't about bars. It's because I speak like Pfeiffer's supposed to. Because I'm northern white, Scottish idol, meet desired quota. Fuck keeping my composure. Ain't a writer in this league, I'm kinda closer. So if I don't be in line for tone, you need to redesign the rota. Because if I was from London, I would have been the title holder.
Talk that shit.
And that ain't a shot at Tony D or Rowan's team that own the league. It's a shot at you, the fans, your minds and how close they be. How am I in the coldest street they own in Leeds with a guy that isn't remotely even close to me? I ain't lost since February 2012 and you wanted them to give ode to me? Well, fuck off, this is closure. See, I'm going out hard and I'll be back when you care more about image, less about image and more about bars.
What was this judged?
Follow the brand. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Should we watch the judging?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to know.
I really remember, yeah.
Old English versus Soul, very fucking sick.
Shout out Theo all the way. I fucking love this guy, man. He's great.
Yeah, I'm going with Soul. It was very close. I liked
Slimehouse TV on the YouTube.
Yeah. Shout out Unit 11.
Yeah, when's that coming out?
Soon, man. I think he's having a premiere in a few months.
That was probably for me the battle of the fucking
Oh shit, Agent. There's a name.
Blast from the past.
The second round I gave it to Old English, and when it came to the third, I really thought Old was going to take it. Soul came back and fucking body.
Yeah, Soul kind of won the first.
Peace out, was a dope battle. Money Mitch following me on tour.
Money man.
Just watch
Mate, Yunnan Price.
Yeah.
2-1 to Soul. Soul taking the first 2 rounds, and Old English taking the third.
He didn't watch the battle. He did not watch the battle.
He was with Tony D. Yeah.
It was a very tight battle, extremely tight. It wasn't. No one got bodied put in like that. I think Old English took the third. Well, I think Soul took the first round. Old English took the second, and the third round was very, very tight between them both. I mean, they both had Soul's angles when you know what it is. Old English came with good angles, came with real good angles. But I feel as if Soul said a lot of shit man can relate to, and he still got out Old English. You know what I'm saying? So even though I don't want it to be a unanimous decision, I gotta give it to Soul, man. He went in differently. G-Dash.
Oh, G-Dash.
It's the only judge I care about.
Yeah.
All right there. I feel like the first 2 rounds were mad close. Old English had some good content, but he weren't projecting it and delivering it anywhere near as well as Soul in the first 2. I feel like that gave Soul the edge. The last round, I thought Old English was just going to take the battle because he kind of bodied the whole internet relationship thing. But to be honest, when Soul came back in, he just showed why he has some of the best writing in the league and exactly how you do this shit. And in the end, I just have to give it to Soul.
This is why we don't judge battles anymore.
Shit.
Like, Old was robbed. I feel like this is why we said, why didn't Old get big? Because he was robbed against Soul at this point in his career, and it changed public perception.
The power of going second, too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I give Old
close,
English
though.
the first 2.
Yeah, 2-1 in my.
Yeah, I think
And
the first 2.
I
and Soul
might
took the third.
even kind of give Old the third, maybe. I don't know
He
if
had
I
some
watched
strong
it.
He had better, he had some hard hitting punchlines. Definitely. Yeah, it was funny.
And Soul was kind of choking a little bit.
Yeah.
And especially on like the haymaker of his whole round, he like stumbled upon delivering it. It was kind of like take the punch out of it.
Yeah.
Man, that is insane.
And then some of the judging were like Zen saying that Soul had more relatable rounds. He was talking about Tesla and like
Yeah.
He was talking about
The Wire.
He's like, I watched The Wire. Related to that. Online girlfriend. Fuck all that. Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's insane. That's a really fucking dope battle, though.
I'm glad we watched that one.
Yeah, same. I didn't
it's a
remember
great
it at all,
battle,
so it's great to watch back.